thank you for joining me today. Today we continue our series on the Fool card and Uranus and start incorporating a nice yoga flow to feel into that energy of liberation, of freedom, individuality, of unexpected change. So find yourself on your mat today, settling down in a comfortable position, either on your sit bones, cross-legged, you can kneel, whatever works best for you this morning. And close or soften your eyes and just focus on being here in this present moment. Focus on some breath work, taking a deep breath in for 4, 1, hold at the top for 4, exhale for 4, and hold on the exhale for 4. And just focusing on that for the next few moments. And just keeping our focus on our breath and our present moment, finding ourselves grounded here today. Inhale, exhale, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale. And on your last exhale, start adding some movement to your body. You can start adding in some just rolls to the right, clockwise, and do that a few times. And then you can start going to the left, keeping your eyes closed or softened, and just filling in what serves you intuitively today. What is your body asking for? This is your practice. I'm just your guide. And just see what your body is asking you to release this morning. Go as deep as you want to. It can be a big movement to the left or right. You can start adding in some shoulders, or maybe you're just feeling something small today. It's really your practice, just going to your level. And as you start going to the left and the right, adding in those circles, you can start doing some head movements as well. You can go from the left to the right, just getting a nice loosening up that neck area, and just adding in, just moving wherever you feel called to move today. Maybe you add in some wrist movements, shaking out the arms, just going to your level today. And as we start adding this in, we'll anchor in our mantra for our practice. I open to change. I trust my inner spark. I open to change. I trust my inner spark. That will be our mantra for our practice today, adding it in different times. So just kind of anchor that in your heart as we begin, feeling that Uranian energy, that Fool card. What is the change that we want to see? What do we want to welcome in? What would benefit us? And so let's make our way to tabletop. This is my daughter's cat, Holly, so she likes to join me on my mat. But the only time she likes to join me is when I'm on my yoga mat. So we'll go into tabletop and begin with some cat-cow. So on the inhale, we're dipping our belly down, looking up, spreading our chest nice and open. And on the exhale, we're tucking our chin in, rounding that back, getting all that tension out of our upper back, and just doing that a few times just to get the spine woken awake and moving if I can talk today, and just going back and forth. And then we'll do some upper body work. So we're going to go into thread the needle. We'll take our right arm, lift it up, and on the exhale, we'll come down, we'll thread and end up with our shoulder on the mat. And with your left hand, I like to take it and grab my right thigh. If that's too much, you can keep it like that. You can put it here, which is nice and easy for stability. You can also stretch it out in front of you with the fingertips on the mat, just kind of getting into that
some more. And just feeling that opening and expansion of your back and chest as you're in this position. And then you bring your left hand back down, pressing back up, taking your right hand up, stretching it up, and then bringing it back down. Then we'll move to the other side. Left arm up, going back into thread the needle on the other side, and then bring it down and end up on your left shoulder, stretching in. Right hand again can come back around. It can go to the front, or it can go all the way to the front on your fingertips, just pressing into what feels comfortable for you today. Feeling that mantra, I am open to change. I trust my inner spark. And then we'll bring our right hand back, left hand goes up, and then we'll come back. And next we'll move into our first downward dog of the practice. We'll press in, bringing our butt up. You do not have to have your knees straight or feet down. You can keep your knees generously bent since it is our first one. We're still getting warm. You may want to pedal out, bring some movement in, stretching out into those hamstrings. Make sure your hands are a little in front of you as you press in. And then we're going to walk, hop, or step to the front of our mat. As we come up, shining our heart forward, arms up, exhaling down, lifting halfway, hands down as we step, and then take your flow. You can come knees, chest, chin, sliding forward, going into your cobra. If you want something more, you can come into a full flow chaturanga, and then you can either have your legs down as you come into cobra, maybe you lift them slightly coming into upward dog, and then we'll do sun a couple more times. So we're here, hop, step, or jump to the front, fold, half lift, fold, coming up, arms above, and here we are. Next, we'll lift our arms up, folding down, halfway lift, and then you can step back, and then take your flow, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, and coming into your upper back bend of choice, cobra, upward facing dog, whatever works for you today. And we'll do the sun salutation one more time. Coming up to the top of our mat, half lift, fold, and all the way up. And then we come back down, folding, half lift, and then chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, coming up. And then we end up in our downward dog. So from our downward dog, we step with our right foot into our crescent lunge. Come up, make sure that your legs are in a railroad type direction and not in a tightrope. You do want them to be spaced. We're going to bring our arms up, coming in to some cactus arms, just kind of spreading that heart open, that chest open a few times, feeling into your back. You want to feel like your back muscles are going in towards each other, just like you're trying to hold a little pencil in your back of your, in top of your back as it pinches together. And then we'll come up after a few cactus, coming in, and we're going to twist to our left, twisting our left, and then you're going to come up, reverse, And then we'll come up and we're gonna rotate around coming into our warrior two. You're gonna make sure your front leg is facing forward. There are often people that say to have your back foot in line. Please do not do that. It needs to be at a 45-degree angle. If you noticed, if you're doing this versus this, a lot of different sensation. Please have it at a 45-degree angle. There's no history that actually says this is the right way, and it feels weird on your, no, don't do that. It needs to be at a 45, going that, your front leg. Then make sure your arms are nice and spread open. You're into that warrior position, feeling the strength in your legs, grounded down. You're nice, strong, powerful. And then we'll reverse our warrior. Come again as I lose my balance. And then we're coming in to your extended side angle. With your extended side angle, the focus being on that nice long line. You can have your arm here. You can have it here. And if the bind is with what you're feeling today, you can also bring that right leg underneath, right arm underneath your leg. Left arm can reach back to grab it, lifting that shoulder up. So find your place today of where you want to go. And then we will bring that down, step into bringing your right arm down and pushing your left foot back a little bit, coming into our half moon. So we can lift our left leg up, and you want to feel like you're in between two walls, and you're going to lift that left arm up. Your left leg is straight, and you're just breathing, focusing on that balance, feeling that right leg grounded down, your roots going down from your leg into the earth. And then bend that right leg, coming back down, coming into the warrior two. And then we're going to turn back around, stepping and going into our flow. So coming back into plank, going into our chaturanga, our knees touch chin, coming down, going into your back bend of choice. And then we go to our other side. So coming into our downward dog, we step our left foot first, coming in front, coming into our crescent lunge, arms up, again repeating with our cactus arms, opening that chest up, arms going back, and just repeating that a few times. Making sure your legs are strong, stable. And then on the last one, we lift our arms back up and we twist to our left again, coming into that twist with and then we go into our reversed crescent lunge twist. Making sure again, your legs, you don't want to be sinking. You want and if you need to come down into a low lunge, feel free. We just don't want our legs to be wobbling. We want nice strong legs. And then we come and we twist back around, coming into our warrior two. I'll come face this way. Again, you want to make sure your left foot is in front, your back right foot is at a 45-degree angle, arms out, strong into that warrior position. And then we're going to reverse our warrior. Feeling that nice stretch along the left side of our body. And then coming into our extended side angle. Again, this will look different for everybody. You want to focus on that nice straight line coming down from your right fingertips to your right feet. You can be here, here, or again, if you want to come into your bind, left hand meets your right underneath the leg, opening out, looking up if that's in your wheelhouse today, and just getting a nice stretch and openness from this position. And then we'll release. Put our left hand in front, bring our right hand back, and then stepping into our half moon. Lifting our right leg up, right arm up, and just coming in, finding that balance, and making sure you're present on your mat, finding that drishti point that you can focus on. That's not moving, that will help you keep your balance. And then to come back out, we bend our front leg, stepping, and coming back into our warrior two. And we'll come back this way. And then we come back down, taking our flow. So left hand back, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, coming back down, and then coming back into our back bend of choice, and going into our downward dog. So from our downward dog, we now step into chair, hop, step, or jump, whatever, to the top of our mat. Coming down, I like to have my feet hips width apart. I know some people say toes in, heels out. I don't like that. It does not feel comfortable. So I have my feet hips width apart. But going back, stepping in, and just finding that nice low position. And from here, we go into our eagle. So bringing our right hand under our left, and then going to your level, wrapping your right leg around your left leg. And it can be here, here, whatever is your level today. And just setting down, balancing on that left leg, looking at your drishti point. What is that not movable place that will help you keep your balance? Feeling that left foot grounded down into the earth, and just breathe. And then, when you're ready, we'll come out, shake your legs, and then we'll move into, keep your eagle arms, and then we'll go into our warrior three. Lifting our right leg up, eagle arms, and just focus. Still feeling that left leg grounded down, the roots going down. And if it's in your wheelhouse today, move into your standing splits. Your right hand can come down for balance. Your left hand can grab your ankle, or can also go down to your mat. And you just lift that right leg up, feeling that split. And if this is not for you, stay in your warrior three. And then step back into your plank and move into your flow. Chaturanga, knees touched in, and then your back bend of choice. And then coming down, or coming back up into your downward dog. So from our downward dog, we step, hop, or jump back into our chair at the top of the mat. Again, feet hips width apart, sitting down, arms up, and just feeling yourself grounded here. Let some heat build up in those legs. And then we'll go to the other side, left arm coming in underneath the right, and then moving in, left leg wraps around the right, sitting down into our eagle position. And with your eagle arms, kind of bring them up, maybe tuck that chin under, and just feel that nice spread of expansion in the back of your upper body, releasing some of that tension. Focusing on your breath. And if you fall out, just come right back in. And then from here, we take our left leg and we move into our warrior three. Keeping that balance on the right leg. into a nice T shape. Your arms are still in eagle arms, your left leg up, and just finding that balance. Focusing on your drishti, being here in the here and now, making sure to breathe. In and out, in and out. I'm open to surprise. I trust my inner spark. And then from here, going into your standing splits. Your right leg can hold on to your ankle, left leg grounded on the mat for support, lifting that left leg up. Focusing on your breath, keep feeling that nice stretch. And then wherever you are, stepping back into plank. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, and coming up. And then we go into our downward facing dog. And then from our downward facing dog, go into your plank. Go into your right side. We're in plank on our right side. If you need to have support, keep that right leg down. Otherwise, you're in the plank on your right side. You've got your left leg, left arm up, feeling that nice straight line from the tips of your left going down to your palm of your right hand. Your hips are coming up. And then from here, you can add some, do some different movement. You can come into tree, star, or you can go on the back side, bringing that left foot down, turning your hips and chest up, going into your wild thing on the other side. Whatever you feel like today, if you are modifying, that can look like maybe bringing your foot here. If you wanted to do a modified wild thing, you're just twisting open. And then from there, if you're in your wild thing, coming back, going into your plank, and then coming into our plank and going into our flow, going down to chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, your back bend of choice, downward dog, and then we'll do it on the other side. I will turn around. So from here, we come down into side plank on our left, right arm up, finding our balance again. If you need to modify, bringing your left leg down for that support. And then from there, you can do what your body is asking for today. Maybe you come into side tree, star, or go over into your wild thing. Feeling yourself open to that wonderful energy of change and letting that energy in. We'll go back. And then we're going to come down back into our side or back into our plank and do your flow. So again, going down and then into your back bend of choice, meeting me in downward dog. And from our downward dog, we start coming down to our mat and then going into Balasana, child's pose. I like for my knees to be apart, as wide as my mat. If you want to keep them in, you can fall up, stretch out. I like to open them up and just kind of fall into that space in between my legs and just feel the nice stretch. Just bringing our, just slowing down our heart rate, bringing our breath back down to a slower pace, and just feeling ourselves after that practice. Back on our mat. And just resting a moment. And so from here, we're going to go into our rabbit pose. Bring your legs or your back together. And then you're going to come, and you don't want to put too much pressure on your head. You're just going to kind of round and lightly put your head down on the mat. Most of your weight is still going to be on your legs. And just feel that nice, again, that nice expansion in the back of your shoulders as they come and just kind of go down. And just feel yourself kind of open to a little weird ball shape, kind of. Spreading that out and just breathing. I feel like rabbit is a little underutilized in yoga, and I really think it's a nice pose. Of course, I hold a lot of tension in my upper back, so it's a good one. So as we come out of rabbit, coming down into our back, laying on our back, and then from here, we can lift our legs up, and you can stay here. If you want to add into shoulder stand, you can come up. Your elbows kind of go underneath your body, and you're going to lift up, feeling those legs going up into the air, resting on your arms for support in your hands. And then from here, if you wanted to add plow, feel free to come into plow wherever you want to be today. That can be waterfall with your legs up, shoulder stand, or you can take your legs over your head, making sure not to have your head bent. You're just here, and if this is not comfortable, please get out of it. Don't do anything that pinches or hurts. A little discomfort is okay, nothing that is painful. And just make sure you're still breathing, focusing in on your inhales and your exhales. And to come out, you come back up, and then you can just roll on down. So from here, we can go into our happy baby, taking our legs and grabbing our feet and just kind of massage that back, rocking from side to side. Slowing everything down. And then taking that left leg out straight, bringing our right leg in. And we'll go to our twist, bringing our right leg across, and then pushing your right shoulder down and looking towards your right as your left leg, or as your right leg is toward the left. And just settle in. And then you come back, switching gears. Your right leg goes out straight, your left leg comes in, and then you move that left leg across your body, opening up your right, opening up your left arm, looking toward the left, trying to keep that left shoulder as close to the ground as you can. You don't want it popping up and doing something funky. You want to try to open up this side as well, and just kind of breathe. Feel yourself slowing down after that nice practice. Just remembering your mantra, I trust my inner spark. I'm open to change. And then bring everything back in. Do any last movements that work with you. I really like to come into a ball and just feel everything kind of tighten up. Some people, like to move their legs, whatever your body's calling for. And then when you do that, come and lie down in Shavasana, closing your eyes, and stay in Shavasana. I will guide you out when it's time. Just taking a moment to feel how this practice affected us today,
And just close your eyes, feeling yourself after this practice and how great your body feels and everything that you did for your body today. And as you close your eyes on your mat, feeling the effects of this practice, just repeat your mantra to yourself. I trust my inner spark. I open myself to change, or I open to surprise. I trust my inner spark. Knowing that change and surprise is the only constant of our lives in our universe. And that the change can be hard. It's how we grow and move forward. So, I open to change or surprise. I trust my inner spark. Just breathe in here on the mat. Thinking about what change can look like for you. What would you like to have change in your life? What would light up your inner spark? What is a way that you could invite some of that Uranian full energy into your life? And from here, start inviting some movement back into your fingers, welcoming yourself back to your body. Maybe lifting your arms overhead, coming to a nice long stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then move to one side into the fetal position, curl up into a ball. And then slowly and mindfully sit up back in your seat of choice, kneeling, cross-legged, whatever serves you today. Sitting up tall, keeping your eyes closed or softened, just feeling yourself back where you began, on your mat. And think of how things have shifted and changed since we first began this practice. And now, take a deep breath in, lifting those arms, gathering all that positive change energy around us, bringing our hands down. And one more time, gathering all that wonderful energy that we've cultivated and coming back down. Bowing before us today as we go upon our day, thanking ourselves, thanking Uranus for all he does as he brings in change and excitement, whether we want it or not. It's always a new beginning. It's always a new fun journey. So thanking him for that sea of change